So what's up guys, back with another vlog type video or whatever. Anyway, doing a leg day slash back. This is a deload week for me, so I'm doing pretty light weights and just kind of doing some sets for the sake of it and not really taking it so seriously this workout, except maybe for the squats. I was doing pendulum squats for the first time for real. I think I put like 120 kg on there, and that was relatively light still. Like that would be like a working set weight probably, but still felt pretty easy enough to do. I'm just doing some warm-ups here with deadlifts, and my main set is going to be 150 for whatever reps I did. I don't remember, I don't really care. It's just a deload week. It's kind of just doing some weights for the sake of routine. My plan to deload this week was basically just to kind of give my body some rest, because last week I kind of went way too hard, so I thought I would take it easier this week. 150 is not that much weight for me since my max is like 225, so it's fairly light even if I'm doing Romanian style deadlifts. I almost feel stronger ironically sometimes with Romanian style deadlifts than normal, but unless it's like a 100 max. But anyway, as you can see, it's pretty light. Like I'm not struggling at all. I don't really care. So it's just kind of throwing weight around for the sake of keeping my strength in check and just doing something. The bulk, otherwise, my weight has kind of been fluctuating a little bit. I think I got a lot of water weight right now. I think I realistically weigh around maybe 90 to 91. My weight has been fluctuating towards 92 just because of water weight and kind of my diet being, I might have eaten too much in one day, so I got a lot of water weight off of that. Otherwise I feel like I'm looking pretty good for the weight I'm at. Like I look pretty lean even though I'm like over 90 kg. I look relatively lean at this body weight. It's not like I don't have any extra fat, but like I look relatively lean. I don't know about my arm size. I feel like my arm size is kind of a weird, in a weird position in the sense that I feel like my arms are growing, but at the same time, it's like I don't feel like I'm adding a lot of fat onto my frame. It's mostly muscle and a little bit of fat. And I'm doing cardio to kind of negate the fat gain, and I feel like that's been working. So I've been gaining mostly like muscle mass, I feel like. So I don't have a lot of like fat on my frame, and I can see that, especially from like the footage. But I'm still like really strong. I'm getting stronger on my arms as well. Like everything's pretty much getting stronger. And you know, even though I haven't even been training legs seriously, it's kind of funny that my legs are really strong and even stronger than before, even though I haven't been training legs that seriously for a long time. Here I was doing the pendulum squats, and that was pretty easy enough. I did quite a few warm-up sets on there, so that kind of affected it a little bit. Here I'm just doing some pull-ups for the sake of doing pull-ups, and then I did some rows after these pull-ups. Been feeling pretty good with the pull-ups, even though my weight is heavier. I feel like I'm getting a lot stronger on the pull-up. I feel like on the pull-ups I can really see how much like muscle mass I have on my frame compared to how much fat I have even at this body weight. Like it's insane how muscular I look relatively to how much fat I have at this body weight. Like I'm actually impressed with how this bulk has gone. Like I've stayed relatively lean during this entire like bulk, so that's been going pretty good. And I feel like there's a lot of progress to be made in the next like 4 months or so, for sure. I definitely want to do more back and legs, not too much, so I can still grow my arms, because that is a kind of a priority for me to gain. Though my arm genetics are again not the best, so I struggle to add mass. Even though I'm eating a lot, I'm training hard, and so on, it's still hard to add mass. Yeah, but you have to take it in a long-term view, I think, and that's pretty much it. Otherwise, I kind of just wanted to yap a little bit, and this is just some footage from last workout on Friday, and I personally think that for my bulk, I really want to get bigger arms, and that's been my primary goal. But I do want to grow other stuff as well. I don't want to just like stagnate everything else completely for like over 6 months or something, in the hopes that my arms grow. If my arms don't actually grow as much as I think they would in a short period of time, I feel like it's a struggle. As far as my arm growth so far, I think I'm fairly happy, but at the same time there's some been problems on the way with sickness and just maybe to kind of experimenting with volume and things like that, and seeing kind of what works for me as well. That's been something I've been doing during this bulk, so I'm kind of just seeing where I can get to once I can get to a position where I'm kind of like in tune with my body and I know exactly what I'm doing with my arms. Though I feel like my arms are pretty proportional right now to the rest of my body for the most part, except maybe my back. So like I don't think I'm in a bad position, and I don't think my arms are like underdeveloped that hard. Like it's not like there's a clear imbalance, like they're pretty proportional to my shoulders and everything. So they're definitely growing with it. And as a natural, you have to kind of take into account the fact that you kind of have to take things by, at the point I'm training at as an intermediate, you have to take things by years, or a year as a progress. Like how much progress did you make in a year? And I honestly feel like I should bulk for a year, but I do want to cut for summer, because I kind of really want to see where my physique can get to when I'm shredded, and especially after the surgery and everything. So I feel like I could look really good next summer. But I'll probably get back in the bulk relatively quickly on a lean bulk after I'm done cutting. But that's not till like maybe 4 months from now, till I'm like cutting. So I hope you enjoyed the video. This was kind of a yapping video, but I'm kind of just like trying to do these raw videos where I talk about my thoughts when it comes to my training and how it's going and my progress and everything. Definitely been enjoying the new gym as well, for recording, because it's just way easier to record footage at this gym, because there's a space and you're not bothering everybody, and yeah, it's just way easier to stay focused on recording and getting stuff done. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.